Hello and welcome to the WFO Racing League's Magic Monday Cup Series Fun Series. We are live at Auto Club Speedway tonight, out here in California. The gentlemen all buttoned up with their mask and their gloves. Trying to keep them from getting sick, but we're live out here in California right now. We'll get our co-commentator up here. Nation, you got a copy?
You out?
Well, you are live on the broadcast, my friend.
Some of my bitch.
This is like 2 times today we've done this, by the way. 2 times. I guess we should take a look at our starting grid, huh? Starting on the pole. We don't know him. First time we've seen him in here, Michael Cato, driving a 48. Outside of him in P2, though, is a name that the fans will recognize. That's Troy Cook, driving a 51. Well, that's not working, Nation.
Hang on, I got to figure out how to turn Tim down.
Well, why do you got him turned up?
Hey, won't stop talking. I can barely hear you. Okay, now I can probably hear you.
Yeah, we're having some glitch outs here. With
What button are you using to switch your cameras to see?
No, I don't. I use the damn broadcast controls to do it all.
Oh, okay.
But they're not working right tonight. I'm going to shut some stuff down, Nation. Try to get some more power to it. We got too much CPU usage, my friend.
It'll be okay.
Nope, the cars are already flashing.
Really?
Yep. We just did this earlier today and didn't have a fucking problem with it, and now the cars are already flashing. 92% CPU usage. I don't think we're going to do it tonight, man. Everything is locked the fuck down. I got no control of nothing.
Well, that's no way to be.
No, it's not. The only thing working is Discord. You see the guys are blinking up, though. I mean, lining up. But they're blinking. But they're lining up, Nation. So
yeah, I see that.
We did the rebroadcast earlier today, and we had no issues with it whatsoever, did we?
But we weren't doing a live race.
Well,
that might have something to do with it.
Or maybe the CPU wasn't the culprit.
Or that.
Maybe I took a CPU out that wasn't bad, and that in fact it's a motherboard or something else like that.
Could be.
Or maybe it's just a glitch in some of the software we got or something. ATVO's locked completely up. It ain't responding at all, so maybe that's the issue. We're going to kill it.
Kill it.
Oh, look at that. Miraculously it quit, but now that thing's stuck on my screen. There we go. Alright, so we killed that. CPU usage went way down, Nation. We ain't got no more flashing. We're still streaming. Cars look good. We're getting ready for a green flag start here. Michael Cato in the 48, going to lead them to green.
And somebody just
and they're wrecking. Hal got dumped before the start. They're wrecking in the back right at the start of this thing.
Ran into the back of him.
Tim Hamlet caught back there in that mess. 77 cars spinning right there. Holy hell.
I don't want to talk to that fucker right now.
I don't even want to begin to speculate what went down there, but they were wrecking like crazy, Nation.
Whoever was behind Hal hit him.
Yeah, we'll go back a little bit on the stupid replay system and check it out. Back it up just a hair. But you're right, I think right before they went green, Hal got jacked up in the rear end, Nation.
Yeah, because my camera's on Hal.
Yep, somebody took off behind Hal before. Like the 26 car, maybe. Got him beforehand, and from there they were just wrecking all over the place, Nation. That is no way to start the Magic Monday race here.
No.
No way to start Magic Monday. They're going to try to fast forward up to live. There we go. All right, so one more time, we'll fire up ATVO. We're going to try it again. We did this earlier, and we did live stream it off a replay. And it shouldn't be any different as far as that respect goes, Nation. Shouldn't be any different at all, so.
Is it still going to Twitch?
Yes, it should be going to both. So we're going to check it out one more time here, see if we can get it to work right or not. I'm watching all the numbers of everything. So far, it all looks good. Well, I've just seen a little hiccup. Now I see the flashing again.
Yeah, it's flashing on Twitch.
As soon as I fire up ATVO. I think there's a problem with the software, honestly.
Could be.
I'm looking at the CPU usage and all that. Everything looks good on the computer. All the temperatures look good. So I don't know why we're having maybe a conflict with software, or you know what? I think we're going to have to come up with something different for overlays, man.
Okay.
I wish I could find my original overlays. You know what I'm talking about?
I would have those, wouldn't I?
I think I have them too. Maybe it's just these overlays doing it. I don't know. Hold tight for just a minute. Let me get my external drive. Well, they're back to green flag, and that failed because I can't find my fucking external drive. I must have it in the other room.
I still see them on yellow flag.
Well, it looked like they went green.
No, it's still yellow.
Well. I think they went green momentarily.
Tim told everybody to pass the pace car.
Ah, that's why they took off.
Yeah, and he was gonna clear all the black flag.
Oh, we don't need to reopen iRacing. We're already on it. What we need to do is figure out what is going on with our overlays, Nation.
Dude, I don't know anything about that shit.
Well, it's awful funny that when I start them is when we have the issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for some reason they're sucking down more power than they need.
Well, it ain't that they're sucking down more power, because looking at my CPU utility, it's not using my full CPU capacity.
Well, it's conflicting with something.
Something is not kosher and right.
Right.
Something is not playing ball, nation. Not playing ball.
Taking my ball and going home.
Oh, there they are, nation, and they're working.
What the fuck?
Look at Twitch. Let's do it. Click the ticker. Oh, so look what happened when we click the ticker.
Hang on, I got to go back to Twitch.
We fucked it. As soon as we clicked the ticker, it fucked it.
Well, we just got to figure out what's going on.
It was working, and then I clicked the ticker. And it broke, nation.
Yeah, that's broken.
Yeah, as soon as I clicked the ticker, it broke. So we'll reopen it and don't click the ticker, man. Right?
Do it that way, too.
Let's do that. So I guess I did have our old overlays on here after all. Oh, you gotta love it, man. Gotta love it, nation. So that is going to be this one. And then we're going to load it one more time. Either ATVO's broken or my fucking computer is broken. Like the motherboard is going bad or something broken.
Right.
All right, so we got the overlays laid up again. Oh, we got to get the timing screen going. Timing screen is up. We're going to apply that. That part's working, so we do have access to some of this stuff again. So there you go. I don't know how, but one thing we're not clicking is the ticker. We're not doing it.
Need a new ticker.
We're just going to tell you who's where. Your leader right now is none other than the number 51 of Troy Cook. To his outside is going to be the pole sitter. That's the number 48 of Michael Cato. Then you're going to see the 16 of Tony Dreon. And then Adam Tips, number 54, Alex Weaver, and the number 12. These guys are 2x2. We are getting ready for a restart on lap 6. Caution flag number 1, right at the start of the race. Took them a little while to get reset here, but we are reset now. And
I can't remember what you click on in iRacing to go to, like when something happens, to go to that car.
No, Cindy, you're not all alone. Hello to you, by the way. I just can't watch the stream because I'm afraid if I fire anything else up on our computer, we ain't going to have a race tonight. So what I did on this thing, just to catch the people up, is we had the problem Saturday night, send it Saturday night, and I've already replaced the CPU since then. With another one that I had that, coincidentally, the reason I took it out, Nations, because it was overheated multiple times.
All right.
So, I mean, there is the possibility this CPU's fucked as well. We're not going to go down that road right now.
Fuck that road.
I mean, we got the race up. We do got the top 3 up at least. Maybe I can try pulling the top 5 up here, or do a drop down or something like that. Like there's the top 5, and we're all right with that. You see Troy Cook, your leader, Michael Cato, 2nd. Alex Weaver, 3rd. Tony Dreon, 4th. And Adam Tips in the 5th place. So we do got the top 5 working, nation. Cautions, we've had 1, as you can see right there. We're working lap 7 right now. Troy Cook got a little bit of a lead, about 0.2 of a second, so not too commanding. What you got to keep in mind here is these cars will, they draft. The package on these things now, it's kind of like running a cup car. Or not a cup car, but a plate track. It's obviously just like running the Cup Car, Nation, because they are running the Cup Car. So that part's identical, I guess. So we're back to square one. I will wait and get the new CPU. It's got more cores on it. We'll see if we can click the ticker or go back to our regular overlays. But what the hell, man? We got to race up. That's all that matters, right?
Right.
Oh, right there. We'll throw the drop. Oh, no, 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 no. We ain't doing that no more. We broke it again. We did a drop
Stop
down.
breaking shit.
We got to test stuff, man. We got to know what we can and can't use here. Oh, there's a wreck, Nation.
I don't see it. Well, I'm on the front.
Had a car turning around. Got one going through the grass back there. It might have been Adam Tips. I hope not, because we hate that shit for Adam if it was, you know. But there was some wreckage going on, Nation. I seen it with my own 3 eyes. Actually,
I saw it.
I saw it with 4 eyes, believe it or not. I got my glasses on. And it was Adam Tips, damn it. I thought that it was, and it was. So let's back up and see what happened to Adam. I'll tell you what happened to him, Nation. He wrecked.
That happens.
And it was blinking when he did, but... Oh, he got in the outside wall and come down and got into the 29 car, I believe. Turns around, bounces off the wall a few times, and take a hit in the front end, knocked his front end right off, and I'll tell you, the 54 car took a considerable amount of damage to the front rear end, and when he was coming around, he hooked someone else, and they went turning, and
Time to go for a ride.
they're wrecked all over the damn place at this point in time, Nation. We're going to get back to live TV right here. Go back to the front of the field, working caution flag number 2 now. Troy Cook is still your leader. All right, so let's go. We know about what we can and can't do with these fucking overlays. It has to be the computer just not horsepowering it no more. You know what I mean? Because we're using 2 different overlays. And this overlay, you and I both know, this one I'm loading up now is just minimalistic. You know what I mean? This fucking thing's the bare minimum overlay. Wouldn't you say, Nation? Nation done walked away. Probably went to get a beer, take a piss or something. Who knows? But the overlay's very...
Fucking button wasn't working.
Button wasn't working, he said. Fuck it.
I had to switch buttons.
The overlay is very minimalistic. It's
Yes, it is.
But it allows us to have our timing screen and our scoring work and all that good stuff. And yeah, what I said. Oh, there went my phone.
What he said. How am I not dead ass last in this race?
Who?
Me.
Are you dead last in it?
No.
Oh, because people connected never took the green, probably. All right, so we got a new leader, Tony Drion, in the number 16 car. He's going to be followed by Ryan Martin, driving the 27, Colton Key in the number 1. Bryce Andrus over here, he's in Discord with us tonight. He's going to be driving the number 90 car. And then 5th place is going to be that multicolored Marines car, Troy Cook, that 51 car. It's a pretty sharp paint job, so we're going to pull that one up, Nation.
That's a real good paint job.
The few and the proud, buddy, the Marines. I think I got that right, didn't I?
Yes.
All right, so it seems like we're happy at about 50% GPU usage now, or CPU usage. Running about 90% on the GPU, so we're stretching it. But we are hitting about 5,000 bit rate. I don't know. More horsepower to it, I guess.
Oh, just throw some more money at it.
That's that's what it always takes, Nation. More money.
That's basically what we got to do.
Break out another 1,000. I think we need to upgrade the whole platform, man. Who would think my 11-year-old Alienware just don't want to do it no more?
Who would think that?
Who would ever think that? Come on.
I'd slap them.
The thing's only 11 years old, man.
Just getting broke in.
That's right. It shouldn't be giving us these problems. Not at 11,
Nope.
Nation.
I mean, come on. It's just a pup.
But we do have everything cranked up on it. Cars are on high settings, you know. That way we can see full
Right.
detail of it. We're streaming at about a 5,000 bit rate to give people better quality, and we're definitely pushing it. We could try turning the bit rate down, but what the fuck's the sense in that?
There is no sense in that.
Yeah, I mean, if we can't run 5,000, 10,000 bit rate, then we may as well not even stream, right?
No, we should just go home.
I can show the top 5, I believe. Was it the top 5 that worked before? Yes, the top 5 does work. I've confirmed it, Nation, so we can show the top 5.
I'm just guessing here, but the 108 ain't gonna do real good.
That is Leo Lortz.
He has no front end whatsoever.
No. 11 lap might have a little issue with that. He's made it past 11 laps tonight. 11 lap Leo has, and we've had a lot of people disconnect, so maybe it'll clean up a little bit now. Guys will start behaving themselves, Nation. We'll have to see here.
That's probably why he's holding his fast repair.
Could be. Who knows? But if you're just now tuning in, you are tuned in to the Wide Fucking Open Racing Network. That's the proper name, isn't it, Nation?
Well, that's the technical name, yeah.
Okay. As long as we got it right, then it don't matter. All right, pace cars in, 2x2 right now, looking for the restart right here on lap 13, going to 14. And we're restarted back to green flag racing at Auto Club Speedway out here in California. Tony Drian driving that number 16 car, getting off to a good restart here. But a good restart means the guys behind you might get lined up. I don't know. That one car was doing a little bit of door rubbing with the, probably the 90 car, Bryce Andrus. They got stuff getting a little bit of exciting here. You see the 48 back there. Andrus going to go slide down in front of the one car. One car rocking the Amazon paint scheme. Now you got the 48 down below the one. Michael Cato trying to make his way back up to the front of the field. You see Troy Cook back here behind these guys. He's fighting side by side with the 12 car, I believe. Alex Weaver. Got some racing up here in the top 10 anyway.
I'm watching just past top 10.
Down the back straightaway right here, the long back straightaway. Focusing in on the 51 car, Troy Cook. He's now pulling up behind the one car, Colton Key. He's going to look to the inside of the Amazon.com car. I wonder why that dude's paint scheme ain't on strike if Amazon went out on strike, Nation.
It is suspicious.
I know. His paint scheme's not on strike, but Amazon is, so. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Where's your driver at? I'm showing
13th.
him back here in 12th or 13th. Looks like 12th, Nation. He's got
I'm live. It says 13.
Ivan Garcia in the 72 car right behind him. We're talking about WFO's most popular driver, Mr. Hal Amy. Mr. Hal Amy. Right, Nation?
That ain't what he was calling me earlier.
All right, they've ran the leader down. The 27, J. Ryan Martin. The 90 of Bryce Andrus, and the 48 of Michael Cato. We got a race up here. Top 5, top 6, top 7s all together. They're all together all the way back. But there's a pass going on for second, or attempting to. That's the 90 of Bryce Andrus. Bryce working to the inside of the 27 of J. Ryan Martin. Let's see if Andrus is going to get it or not. Oh, he's close. Close but not clear, Nation. Close but not clear. There he is. He's clear. Move Andrus up to P2. The 48 of Michael Cato is going to try to follow him. I think Cato disappeared. Give us a little issue with our cameras for a second, but we got it back. Good racing right here, man. Good racing. 48 car trying to work under the 27, got the 51 on his bumper. Then back behind them, you got the 1 car and the 12 car. And back here by theirself is going to be the 3 car and the 72 car. That's Hal Amy and Ivan Garcia. Ivan Garcia driving a McDonald's number 27. I'll tell you, they got rid of some guys, and the racing's really cleaned up here.
Right.
A little farther in the field, take a look at the 6 car, Chris Jennings. He's racing back here with Michael Benson in the number 95. Benson driving the throwback. That's the old throwback scheme of Mike Skinner right there. That ain't even a scheme Johnson ran. That's the old throwback to Skinner.
I just saw the 16 bumping the wall, bud.
Oh, we got a driver wrecked. Ryan Martin in the 27 car is going to bring out the caution. That's the auto owner's car, and we're going to try an instant replay. We're not going to promise this sumbitch is going to work, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, we're burning it down with fire. It did work, Nation.
That's probably what's fucking it all up.
On the old overlays, we just burn it down with fire. We got to go back just a tad bit farther on this feller. Here we go, watching the 27 car racing around the 51 and the 48. That's Troy Cook and Michael Cato. 27 car is going to be J. Ryan Martin. He gets in the outside wall. He turns to keep it up there, and he wrecks all by his lonesome self, Nation. Good job, driver, keeping it out of everyone else, not ruining anyone else's race. But he got quite a bit of damage on that auto owner's number 27 car. But still a good job to keep it up out of everybody. Not quite the WFO move of the race yet. Your leader, though, is that 90 car. 90 car, Bryce Andrus is going to lead him down pit road. Taking a look at them coming down to their pit stall here. Little different pit road angle here. I like it. You'll see it, Nation. Pretty good camera. Get you up close and personal with the cars, man. Did Leo ever get a front end?
Nope. Unless he's getting it now.
Oh, we'll find out. Nope, he ain't got one yet. Take a look right there. I don't know why he's got 2 fast repairs.
What that front end?
Come on, Leo, you got 2 fast repairs, man.
That's just extra weight.
Extra weight, he says.
You don't need all that extra weight.
Where's the warden at? 10th place. Right there. Green and white car. Tim Hamlet. Driving a Ford, Nation.
Some of a bitch.
All right, it says we got 6 tuned in and watching. Why not 7, Nation? Why not 8? Why not 9? Why not 10?
Could be 11.
Or 12.
It's because we suck, bro.
Well, we do got 7. We must have someone on Twitch watching. Oh, Nation.
I am. Well, I'm watching both. I'm watching the race and then watching it on
6
Twitch.
on YouTube and then Nation on making 7 on Twitch. Welcome to the broadcast. If you're just now tuning in with us, you are live with the Village Idiots. We did have to make a pretty significant overlay change. But what the fuck? We got overlays, right? Nobody's on chat but Cindy Bartlett. So, Diana, Mama Riddle. Who else? Denise Riddle. Garrett Schrader. Right? Desiree Cole. Where are they at, Nation?
Don't know.
Everybody's in quarantine or they're hiding from the COVID-19. Look at Troy chatting on YouTube while he's driving, Nation.
That's talent right there.
Yep, wondering why we got 3 cautions. What the fuck? Just kidding, Troy. At 48, nope, he's just got way bys going by. Probably someone stayed out and took the wave around. It's called Multi-Talented. I did get my chat box to come up again, Nation, so that's good, or I'm going to run my phone dead.
Yeah, I got mine up.
No, I got my restream chat up.
Oh.
Broadcast looks good, though, don't it?
Yes.
Looks good even though I fucked everything.
Of course, I'd like to see the detail on the brake calipers. You could, just crank it up a little bit.
You want to see the speck of dirt on the fucking windshield, don't you?
That would be nice. I mean, I'm not trying to be picky.
Yeah, no texting and driving. Michael Benson's right. That's breaking the law right there, breaking all the rules. Gonna have to call that 51 to tech. We're gonna need him in the hauler after the race.
Yep, black flag him.
I'm not on YouTube right now, Cindy, but as soon as I get on there, I'll give it back.
What does she want?
She wants her wrench back on YouTube.
Wrench?
Yeah, the admin wrench.
Oh, the admin wrench. Can I give it to her?
Yeah, you might be able to. I think you're an admin on there. We'll see if Nation can give it to you here. I guess I could have did it on my phone, but I'm off that now because my battery's about dead. All right, 2x2 coming through turn 4 behind the pace car. Getting ready for a restart. Lap 23 of 60, so a little over a third of the way in tonight. There goes the pace car. Oh, and a wreck again before the restart. Holy hacksaw.
And Hal almost got in it.
Almost got in it. That's going to be Colton Key driving the one car. He's going to hit the reset. We're going to burn it down with fire.
I can't make her an admin, but I can put her in timeout.
All right, I'll have to do it in a little bit. Damn it, Nation. Check this out. Again, right before the restart, I'm not real sure what's going on the restarts with some of these guys. Or what just happened to my fucking camera. Whoever was behind him, it looks like the 7 car. Who's in the 7? I don't know. They wrecked the dude. Now
Nick Smith.
Yeah, now we got the Amazon 7 car on pit road, and camera's a little fucked up. And we are under caution. She's already in lockdown. She said she don't need no timeout. Well, it looks like they're just racing back to the pace car. So that really, man, I can't call that really a racing incident since it happened under caution. Nation, they hadn't even went back to green yet.
But we can start unpacking the WFO award.
It's still a wreck. A wreck is a wreck, right?
Now, if they're grayed out on the entries list, are they gone?
Yes.
The 7 is gone.
Maybe he left on his own. I don't know. Apparently there was a wreck on second for the restart too that I might have missed, but there's been an awful lot of bumper love going on tonight, huh, Nation?
Mm-hmm.
Too much bumper love. Lap 26 of 60, getting close to the halfway point. I think they're actually going to pace to it under caution here. And if they do, it's Nation's fault.
Of course.
Top 5 right now, you're going to see Michael Cato in the 48. Alex Weaver right there in second in the 12 car. Troy Cook in the 51. Look at Adam McKinney up there in the 13 car. Tyler Red to Barber Lambert driving a number 9 car up there too. Got some familiar drivers over here at WFO Racing. Looks like the 12 helping the 48 around the track here. Maybe trying to, might be a strategy to conserve a little bit of fuel, Nation.
There's Diana.
Diana made it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to the broadcast, Diana. Me and Nation been here since this thing started 26 laps ago. You know one thing about our issues tonight, Nation?
So,
We never shut the broadcast or the stream down. We had issues again, we adapted, and we overcame.
well, aren't we some troopers?
We are troopers tonight, man. We had to do something, Nation. So we adapted, and we overcame the problem. And we got a shit-ass overlay up here, don't we?
It's like the Marines. You improvise, you adapt.
That's right. That's how you win the war. It's called strategy. Hi, Diana. Say it, Nation.
Hi, Diana.
Oh, say it like you mean it, fucker.
I'm working on something.
What are you working on now? Should be working on the broadcast. All right, they're about to go 2 by 2. There's about a dozen or so drivers left in the field here. Lap 27 of 60, your leader, the 48, Michael Cato. And if you noticed, I turned the cars up a little bit in the broadcast. If they're too loud, let me know, and I'll turn them back down some. Just trying to get our volumes figured out, Nation.
Oh, it'll happen.
What'll happen?
You figure out the volume.
I try.
Mm-hmm. That 6-paint job is interesting.
Interesting, he says. Let me take a look at it and see. I haven't looked at it yet, I don't believe. All right, that's going to be Chris Jennings, driver of the 6. He's on pit road right now. I'm going to get back to the field because we're going to be getting ready for a restart, Nation. Cato first, Weaver second, Troy Cook in the 3rd spot. Then you got Adam McKinney in the 4th spot. I'll tell you that McKinney has been hauling the mail lately, Nation.
Yes, he has. He's not a bad driver.
And Diana said it. You should say hi to her out loud. Out loud. Right out loud.
Hi, Diana.
Like with a Sharpie.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm just saying shit now. All right, so I see 11-lap Leo back there without a front end still. He's restarting 6th. Michael Cato, the leader. Alex Weaver in 2nd. Coming through turn 4, getting ready for a restart. All right, pace cars in. And we are back to Green Flag Racing in the Magic Monday Cup Series at Auto Club. This is a fun series. That's the only way to write out loud is with a Sharpie. 48 car Michael Cato, the leader, but the 2nd place is under contest. It's being contested. Troy Cook in the 51 is going to drive underneath the 12 of Alex Weaver. Move the 51 to 2nd. Troy Cook is looking for the lead. '12-car Weaver trying to look for a way around the 51. I don't think he's going to get it. He's going to follow and maybe push the 51 as the 51's going to look to the bottom here of the number 48. So you got the 12 working with the 51 now. He's going to jump to the outside. Troy Cook is going to maintain the second position as he works on the leader. Out of the corner, it looks like the 51's going to get another run here. But the 12's going to get the 12's going to give the 48 the drafting help this time. So it looks like Troy Cook's on the bottom going for the lead by himself. Now the 12 is going to run down to the bottom, try to get under the 51. Not going to be room, so he's now going to work with the 51. And that might be enough to push the 51 clear of the 48, and it does. Your new leader is Troy Cook. Alex Weaver in the 12 is going to move to second. Move Cato to third, and then Red to Barber back there in the fourth spot, Nation.
Hell yeah.
So Red to Barber, Red Bull car right there. Closing up on these top three guys. And I can tell you he's got a teammate behind him if he can catch up to him, that 13 car, Adam McKinney.
Yeah, he's probably waiting for him.
They're
well, not waiting.
2 by 2 again as Alex Weaver's looking to the inside of the 51. Red to Barber's closing up on these top three guys. Don't count Bryce Andrus in the 90 out yet. He's back here fighting too. Andrus closing up on the back of the 13, now going to drive to the bottom, and there's a wreck. Looked like 12th car, Alex Weaver, had issues. We'll see if I can find him. Yeah, Weaver's on pit road all bent up. We're going to burn it down real quick, see what happened to him. I believe he's going to wreck into the inside wall, though.
Hi, Mama Riddle.
It ain't caution, but we're still going to burn it down, Nation. Well, here we go right here. This will show us what happened. Outside wall, then across the nose of the 48, and then hard into the inside wall. And that is going to do it for the 12th car.
Fucking ouch. I know what caused that. I know exactly what caused that.
Meanwhile, what?
He had that heavy front end on there.
He got into the outside walls, what caused it.
Yeah, he had that heavy front end, and that was slowing him down.
All right, so here we go. Your rundown once again. 51 car, Troy Cook, your leader. 9 car, Red to Barber, Tyler Lambert, second. Bryce Andrus in the 90 cars, your third place car. And then 13 of Adam McKinney's fourth. The 48 of Michael Cato is going to move back to fifth now. Sixth place, though, we're going to see a guy we ain't talked about tonight. That's that 56 car right here, Thomas Cristiano. Another WFO Racing League driver. We got a lot of WFO up here in the top 6 cars, Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't surprise you, does it?
Not really, no.
Meanwhile, half a second, though, Troy Cook. That's what the lead is over Red to Barber. Half a second, Nation. But that second place might be contested as Bryce Andrus wants it. Bryce Andrus driving a 90 car. Bryce Andrus is going to get it, take it away from Red to Barber. So we got to change a guard for second. About 0.6 seconds is the lead now Troy Cook has after these two were racing side by side. They're probably going to need to work together, and if they could get all three of them working together, they'd have a better shot of running that 51 down where he can't pull away from them too far.
I don't know, man. I think he's gone.
Andrus is...
Well, now Hal's ninth.
Bryce Andrus has showed some speed this race, so it'll be interesting to see if he can close down on him. Oh, there's another wrecker back there. Tim Hamlet mowing the grass here.
Uh-oh.
The Warden is still mowing the grass all the way across the infield. And right back out on the racetrack. It does look like he may have bent the front end of that Ford end, Nation. So the Warden took a ride, Nation. Now we'll go back to Hal Lamy. I'm showing Hal Lamy in the 7th position.
Yep, he is now.
Right in front of the 78 of Donald Stewart. So Hal Lamy silently and quietly working his way through the field here, Nation.
It's always the quiet ones.
Meanwhile, back up front, the lead is about the same. It hasn't really went up or down. Second place is still going to be the 90 of Bryce Andrus. Your leader, though, is Troy Cook. Lap 38 of 60 is going to give us 22 to go, Nation. 22 laps to go.
22.
22. We have 22 laps left here today.
I just like saying 22.
22 is my favorite number.
22.
Bullshit. What's my favorite number? That's right.
1, bitches.
14. That's 2 numbers, bitch.
Technically, yeah.
It is. All right. Kind of cool seeing these old overlays again, Nation.
No, I think they suck.
They suck. What?
They do. They're boring to look at.
What do they suck?
San Francisco
San Francisco what?
sucks.
What?
Cock.
What?
That's what I just said.
Oh. So what? Say it faster together.
San Francisco cocksucker.
Oh. That's what it is.
Be polite with Mama Riddle in here.
All right, I think that 90 car may have got close enough to catch a draft off the 51. Bryce Andrus is cutting a gap down in the 90 car. Troy Cook is backing up to him. And they're backing up to Adam McKinney in the 13. And here we go. Fight for the lead. 90 car looking to the bottom. Troy Cook running the middle. Oh, he may have got the run. The 90 may have the run here or may not. Nope, don't look like he does. I'll tell you another one coming back in the picture, and that's a 48 of Michael Cato. 90 all over the back of the 51. He's going to give him a little breathing room into the corner. But there goes Bryce Andrus, another good run. That's going to put him right to the inside. He's going to get help from the 48, but the 51's going to get help from the 13. Side by side, 2 by 2 for the first 2 rows. This is for the lead. It's actually for the lead through 4th, Nation. Oh, the 48's going to take him 3 wide. 48 on the bottom. Bryce Andrus in the middle. Troy Cook at the top. 3 wide for first. And they're going to stay 3 wide coming into turn 1.
This ain't going to end well.
The 48, Michael Cato, is going to go to the lead. Troy Cook to second. 90 car Bryce Andrus is still contesting that. And the 13 of Adam McKinney is going to give the 51 a push down the straightaway. We have a battle, and I'll tell you who wants to see them battle for second. The 48, he's checking out, Nation.
I'll be back.
90 car Bryce Andrus fighting as hard as he can to get that second position. Michael Cato is just checking out on these guys while they battle. Andrus is going to clear him. Yep, 90's going to clear Troy Cook. Crossover move on the way. Contact. 90 car spun.
Uh-oh.
He's going to spin to the inside, and it's not going to draw a caution flag. I don't know what the hell's going on with our timing and scoring, but it's all fucked up, Nation. I'm showing now Adam McKinney is the leader. 13 car Adam McKinney leading. Troy Cook is in second. But that can't be right because I'm pretty sure the 48 of Cato is the leader.
That's what I'm showing is the 13.
Well, what happened to the 48?
I don't know.
Maybe the 48 was a lap down when he was up there battling them. I don't know. The leader is the 13 of Adam McKinney. McKinney's up 1.4 seconds on Red to Barber right now. So the 9-car Red to Barber about 1.4 seconds back. Then you got Thomas Cristiano right there in the 56. He's 3.9 seconds behind the leader. And what happened to Troy Cook? Troy Cook sitting on pit road. He's pitting. A little bit of strategy. 45 of 60, so about 15 laps to go here. Troy Cook's going to go down and get fuel and 4 tires. Oh, and that might have been what the 48 did, Nation.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
I think pit stop started and I missed it because it started around the same time the 90 and the 51 made contact. Meanwhile, back up front, your leader, the 13 car, Mr. Adam McKinney, driver out of West Virginia. Right, Nation? No, Virginia.
No, he's in West Virginia.
Oh, he's in West Virginia. He's about 20 minutes from you, isn't he?
Right.
That's right. Has he egged your house yet?
Nobody should.
Probably can't get any fucking eggs at the grocery store.
Can't get here because the goddamn asphalt thing's sitting out front.
Yeah, you can't even go get cigarettes, can you? How many you got left now, Nation?
No, they done moved all that shit.
Are they done with their 15 foot of paving?
Yeah, it took them all day, but yeah.
They put a full 8 hours in on that shit or what?
Hell yeah, they did.
Look at the 4 tires of Troy Cook just blasting by these guys. I'm going to take a look at our 4th place driver, though. Mr. Hal Lamy, driving the 3 car. Riding in the 4th position, coming up to lap 48 of 60, Nation. So that's about 12 laps to go here.
He's going to have to pit.
Hal Lamy in the P4 position. Actually, Hal Lamy is now the leader.
Yep. But he still has to pit.
That's because McKinney and Lambert are on pit road. So
Right.
Hal Lamy might be the only guy that hasn't pitted yet. Maybe Chris Jennings, I'm not sure. But Hal Lamy's leading this thing right now. Boy, if a caution flag come out, that 3 car would look like a genius. Hello, Angel. I think Brooke says she's even closer, Nation. But that wouldn't be to me because I'm in Florida.
I don't know who that is.
Well, she knows Adam McKinney.
Oh, that might be his girlfriend or something.
I think it is his girlfriend. So Hal Lamy's still out there. Hal Lamy is still your leader. But I don't know how long Hal Lamy can keep going here, Nation.
I don't know.
Does he have another 10 laps of fuel in that tank? That's the question. And if he does, can Michael Cato in the 48 or Troy Cook in the 51? Oh! 90 car almost took the 3 out as the 3 was getting ready to come down to pit road. So that's going to hand the lead over right here to this guy, that 48 car, Michael Cato, your pole sitter tonight. Adam's girl, she said. Adam's girl. Nation will forget that tomorrow, Brooke, but don't hold it against them.
Look, you, I'll forget it in 10 minutes.
Let's take a look at your WFO top 5. It's wrong. We've seen Hal go to pit road, but Cato is in first now. Troy Cook second. Donald Stewart back there in fourth. Now third. Adam McKinney in the top 5. Should put Tyler Lambert, Red Barber right back up there. It does. So you got Cato, Cook, Stewart, McKinney, and Lambert. That's your top 5.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right here. As we're going to see a lead battle right here. 9 laps to go. The 48 has it, but the 51 has caught him. Troy Cook in the 51 looking for the lead. Out of turn 4, the 51's going to go to the bottom of the track. And that is going to make the 51 the leader with 8 laps to go. Lap 52 of 60. Move Michael Cato to second. Troy Cook to the lead. Troy Cook back out front. Hal Amy is going to fall back to the 12th position after the pit stops. There's the 3 car right there. Go up to the top 10 here. That's going to be Tim Hamlet, also known as the Warden. The 90 of Bryce Andrus that had his problems earlier, he's going to fall all the way back here to the 9th position. And back up front, we're going to go to our leader. Now he's up by about a second. About 7 laps to go here. He's going to pull up behind Leo Lortz in the 108 car. Leo Lortz is missing a front end, but he's still out there sending it, WFO style. 1.4 seconds is the lead as Troy Cook comes to the line. 6 laps to go. Troy Cook, your leader, 6 to go. 1.5 seconds is the lead over Michael Cato. Donald Stewart in the 78's now moved up to the 3rd spot. He's 5.2 seconds back behind the leader. Nation's going to miss the finish. Back up front by 2.3 seconds. Troy Cook in the 51 car. Lead the Magic Monday field at Auto Club tonight, California.
I don't see not one driver of the day votes.
Oh, we don't need to do driver of the day. It's a fun series. I would have fun not doing the interview.
I have fun not doing stuff too.
So I vote myself for driver of the day 500 times. That way I don't have to interview me.
That dude still hasn't put a front end on his car.
He don't need one.
Yeah.
He's practicing for the modified series. I'm going to watch the 2 West Virginia drivers do battle here. Red DeBarber and Adam McKinney.
I'm pretty sure Red uses VR, doesn't he?
They got around Donald Stewart. I think so. Red's in 3rd, though. Going to move McKinney to 4th. I'll tell you what, Troy Cook has opened up a sizable lead on these guys, 3.6 seconds. So I was thinking about something, Nation.
Caution.
Did we have a caution?
Yes, sir.
How in the hell did that happen?
I don't know. I just see the little yellow flag blinking up on the screen.
I don't know who it was is the problem. Were you watching Hal when it happened?
Yeah.
So it wasn't Hal?
Wasn't Hal.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. And then we're going to burn it down with some fire. Boom! There's our Fire Nation. Fire! Ha 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 ha! We got fire, fire, fire. Right?
I'm gonna delete that motherfucker.
Why?
Because it's old and ugly.
All right, so here we go. The 90 car Bryce Andrus was the caution. We're going to find out why. Contact with the outside wall. Andrus is going to lose it. Spin down the front straightaway. And hold his brake. And then try to get it going again, but maybe stuck in gear as he backs up the track. And then he slides down the track. And then he's going to get on it again. And Hal Amy's going to go by. And yes, it was a long, drawn-out method there, Nation.
That was a lot right there.
As Andrus gets it back going the right direction. Eventually, it goes the right direction. And you're right, Diana. Didn't need that, or not Diana, but Cindy. We didn't really need that caution. Or at least Troy didn't, because that is going to... It's going to tighten up the field up front. You're going to have Troy Cook leading it, Michael Cato, Tyler Red to Barbara Lambert, then Adam McKinney and Donald Stewart, Thomas Cristiano. They're all going to come down pit road. What do you do on a green-white checker, though? I'm going to tell you what I do. 2 tires, Nation, right sides only.
I'd put the goddamn front end back on my car.
Give me 2, man. Give me the right sides only, damn it. I agree with you, Cindy. Shit. Damn it. I'm just reading the chat,
All this
Nation.
swearing, man. These people need to calm down.
I know it. My gosh, the language in this place.
Gee golly, this is bad.
Golly, Nation. Just golly.
Wait till I tell the beeve.
Nation, should I click the ticker?
Click that motherfucker, I dare you. No
there it
balls,
is.
you won't do it.
It's clicked. I have clicked the
Wait
ticker.
for it,
I've clicked it.
for it.
It's working.
I'll be damned.
Son of a bitch. I clicked the ticker and it's where maybe it just needed to warm up.
So the software needs to warm up.
Maybe. I don't know. I clicked the ticker and the ticker's working now.
Yeah, could be.
Now there's less cars in the field. Probably ain't working my computer as hard.
Yeah, probably.
I bet that's what it is. Less cars in the field ain't working this hard. Because we really, really have the graphics turned up, man.
Here's what we should do.
What?
Only allow 4 cars in every race.
Yes. That would be
we could have
ideal.
Fucking ticker all day long.
Yes. That's what we'll do, Nation. 4 cars.
Everybody will flock to our races.
So, this is kind of a throwback Magic Monday with old overlays here. But we ain't live. Now we are. I am. It says live in the top right corner, man. But this don't say Village Idiots on it or nothing.
That was before that.
Yeah, and the colors aren't even right on the top 5. And
Told you it was ugly as fuck. I think all I ever did to this overlay was just add the logo up in the top.
I think it is too. But you did some other stuff.
I think that's the only thing I did with this overlay.
Now, if you show the grid WFOs in the center. And
okay.
But
I guess
you didn't do nothing on the results.
Nope. Fuck that up.
All right, so we're getting ready for a restart. A green-white checker restart here.
They're going to wreck doing that stupid swishing back and forth.
That's their fault, not mine.
Nope.
If they wreck doing that, they can feel stupid theirself right at their own sim rig. I don't have to feel stupid about it.
No, but we're going to broadcast it so everybody knows how stupid they are.
You damn right we are. And if, by the way, if you're watching a broadcast and you like it, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. We're going to do this, 3-4 nights a week sometimes, Nation?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, our schedule this week is we're doing the Magic Monday Cup Series this week. It might not be that no more next week. We'll probably change it to something else. But tomorrow night we got our regular race, which is a points race here, and that's the Twisted Tuesday K&N Series. And they're going to be running at Darlington, if I'm not mistaken. And then Wednesday night, we have the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series, which is going to be me and Nation back in the booth again. And then Thursday night, we're doing the, is it the Thursday Thunder Xfinity Series, Nation?
No, we already used that. It was something else.
No, we're changing it to the Thursday Thunder, right? Xfinity.
I don't know, maybe.
All right, so
You asking me to remember shit?
we got some changing up front. A little bit of strategy on pit road. The 6 car of Chris Jennings is showing as the leader.
It's interesting.
Yeah. They're 2x2. We're getting ready for a restart. Chris Jennings, the leader. Ivan Garcia, second. Troy Cook, third. Michael Cato, fourth. Red the Barber. Tyler Lambert back in the 5th spot. 2x2. We are getting ready. Wait for it. Wait for it, Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for it. What's going to happen?
They're gonna wreck.
They might. All right, pace car's long gone down pit road. Field's getting ready to go green right here. We're green flag and racing on the first green-white checker. Chris Jennings in the 6 car is going to get out there, but there's an important move. Troy Cook's going to clear the McDonald's car for second. He's going to clear the drive-through, Nation. He cleared the drive-through.
Hell yeah.
Troy Cook on a mission hunt down the 6 car of Chris Jennings. Jennings in the 6 in first. Troy Cook in the 51 in second. Troy Cook going for the lead on the bottom, but Michael Cato is closing in a hurry. The racing's tight as you see the 6 car Jennings working the outside.
There it is.
Cato trying to get a run. They're going to take the white flag this time by. No, we got a caution, didn't we?
Yeah, that was somebody got into red.
So we are going to have another green-white checker.
And you don't want to bring Tyler up here right now.
He's probably mad, ain't he?
He's a little upset.
All right, so here we go. Let's pull it up here. And let's burn it down, Nation. What do we burn it down with? Fire! We got fire! Fire, Nation. You don't like the fire no more, do you?
I don't. I'm tired of looking at it.
You made it.
I know. We need something better.
You built the fire. So who were you watching?
9.
Oh, never mind. I see it. We just got to go back a little bit farther. Damn it. Quit popping off of it. All right, so now we're on the 9 car of Tyler Lambert. We're watching him with the 78, the 13.
It looks like he bumped him in the corner.
Oh, corner exit. Going to push him up into the wall a little bit, and Tyler couldn't hold on to it. Oh, and Hal Lamy lost the front end in that action.
Yeah.
Hal Lamy is a bumper short of this finish. Meanwhile, back on live TV.
I'm showing Hal an 8.
At the front of the field, so that was our first green-white checker. I think we got a maximum of 3 of them, which means these guys get 2 more. We'll see if Hal had a fast repair left.
It looks
He did.
like he did.
He got him a new front end, Nation. Hal had a fast repair. Hal had a fast repair. He put his fast repair on. He's going to get back out there. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Have them boys put a new front end on it and send it and bend it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Send it and bend it until it's smoking and broken.
If you send it, you're damn sure going to bend
You
it.
send it, you'll bend it. Man, I can tell you right now, we are eating up a shit ton of CPU, Nation. Try 88%.
Damn.
We are burning this motherfucker down, brother. Burning it down.
And you even got one of the cars out there that don't have a front end, so that should give you something back.
You would think. We're burning it down, dude. All I have to say is that the broadcast better look fucking good.
It does. It looks good.
It better look good.
Ugly ass overlays.
Them overlays are badass. I like them, man.
Me no likey.
And if I want, I can just drop it down, kill the ticker. I can kill the state and then just have that shit up there, but that looks like shit.
Yeah, that looks bad. Don't do that.
So we'll at least put that back up there. That way we can keep it, what do those people call themselves? Minimalist?
Is there people that call them minimal? Oh, is that the ones that live in the tiny houses?
Yeah, I think them and the people that live in their cars and shit.
Oh, that's a super tiny house.
Boondockers, I think, are included in that. They're called minimalist. So our overlays, this overlay setup right here, I'm going to call minimalistic.
I'm going to call it shitty.
Why can't it just be minimalistic?
Because that is way too much to say.
That's a hard... You can't say the word, can you?
Minimalistic, but
he did it. Nation did it. I'm proud of you, man. Minimalistic is not an easy word to say, Nation. So for you to get that... For the village idiots to be able to say that, I'm extremely fucking happy tonight. Extremely happy.
Because we can say minimalistic?
Because we can say minimalistic.
What about indubitably?
Oh, who gives a shit about that?
Just saying.
Well, we're not doing that in a broadcast.
We could do it just for the fuck of it.
But we're not. I mean, there's no reason to bring that in a broadcast. The minimalistic, there was a reason for because of our overlays. We got the ticker shut off, so we got them down to a bare minimum. We got our CPU usage down to about 78%, somewhere in there. So we're going to click the ticker, see if we can break it. We didn't.
Fire up Call of Duty.
You don't have to fire anything up if you want this fucking cars to flash, dude. I can open up one web browser and it's game fucking over for this stream. Game over.
It's only 11.
Game over. All right, 2x2, getting ready for our second green-white checker.
And there's 3 of these fuckers?
I agree with Mama Riddle. Come on, Hal Amy, get that 3 car up towards the front, buddy. You can do it. We're pulling for you in the booth. Mama Riddle's pulling for you.
He's in 9th.
He's got him a new car, too, Mama Riddle. We seen the crew put a new front end on it, didn't we, Nation?
Yeah, we did.
All right, but will he keep the front end? Because remember, we got one more green-white checker if they can't get it done this time. But 2x2, get ready for a restart. Your leader, Chris Jennings, in the 6. Outside, 51, Troy Cook. Third place going to be the 48 of Michael Cato. Also the pole sitter. We know he's fast on the short run. Outside, second row, you'll see the 13 of Mr. Adam McKinney. Watch out because of Warden in the 49. Tim Hamlet's got her in the top 5. That's broadcasted, Nation.
That's fucking quality.
Quality broadcasting at its finest right here at the WFO Racing Network. Thank you for tuning in. How's that?
In fact, I'm giving everybody's money back.
Radio quality right there. Here we go, green flag and racing. Chris Jennings in the 6 car going to get a good restart, but the important battle's for second. Michael Cato in the 48 is going to take it to the 51. Cato on the bottom, 51 on the top. Cato's not going to clear him. Troy Cook is going to stay right next to him out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, your leader still Jennings. Michael Cato, Troy Cook fighting it out for the P2 spot. Adam McKinney right on their bumper in the 4th spot. Side by side for the lead. Baby going 3 wide here. Almost contact. Real close racing with the 48 and the 6. 48 just slammed the door on the 51. McKinney is looking for a way through. We have taken the white flag maybe, and we are 1 lap to go right here. Your leader, the 48 of Michael Cato. The battle was for second. Troy Cook's going to clear him and take it. Back up front, we're going to keep an eye on this. Looks like Troy Cook might have bounced that outside wall momentarily, or he's just trying to get a run out there, and he does. Michael Cato bringing it through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Troy Cook got one more corner here to get it done. I don't know if it's going to be enough, Nation. Troy Cook dives to the bottom. They're going to come to the start-finish line. The 48, Michael Cato's going to win it. Troy Cook will be second. And look at Tim Hamlet, the Warden, sliding in for the fourth position. That's your race. I broke it down, did a professional broadcast at the end. If that can't get some likes, I don't know what will, Nation.
I might even like this one.
Good God. That was probably the best I've went off on a race, isn't it?
It was pretty good. I was very impressed.
That's quality broadcasting right there. You guys didn't know I had it in me, did you?
Oh, then this little, I'll save it for when you cut this broadcast off.
What?
Nothing. I'll tell you when you cut the broadcast off.
You're going to tell us after the broadcast. All right, so the 48, Michael Cato. If we had him in the booth, we'd give him an interview.
Hal's probably going to tell you.
He drove the wheels off of it. Did Hal wreck? Nope, Hal's still got a car. He's running around there.
He shouldn't have a right front.
He's going by. He almost lost the whole front end again. This 48's doing burnouts. He hasn't joined us in Discord. If someone wants to give Michael Cato the link to our Discord, you're welcome to. If Cato wants to come in here and chat with us, he's welcome to.
Is that his name?
I think, man. I don't know. I got Cado. I'll call him Cato all day long at that.
No, I'm talking about Michael.
Oh, look, it's Get It. Get It, Robinson. What are you doing, Mr. Get It?
What's up?
You watch into that broadcast?
No, I was in a call.
Man, I tore it down, didn't I, Nation?
You did. You did a very impressive job.
I tore that fucker down, Garrett.
Who?
The broadcast, man, I did it better than any broadcaster on iRacing ever.
In the history of ever.
In the history of ever.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to watch or listen to the end of it. Thank you, Cindy. I raced my ass off in that one, I ain't going to lie. Nation did too.
No, I just sit here.
Nation, I appreciate all the help there. If it wasn't for you giving me the bump on that last restart, I'd never won that race.
Okay.
Man, Troy Cook had a fast hot rod, though. Let's talk to him. He's in here, Nation.
I don't. Oh, yeah, there he is.
He's in here.
Hang on.
Troy Cook, Vernon Nation up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, my friend?
And get it.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and Get It. C. Robinson has joined us. Get it? Get it. You got a copy, too?
What's up?
All right. Troy Cook, you had a hot rod tonight, man, just on that green-white checker. The 48 got by, and there wasn't really enough time.
Yep, he had the inside line there, and there's nothing I could do about it. But it was fun.
Well, that's all that counts is that it's fun.
It was way fun.
I had fun up in the booth.
Good.
Nation
Thanks for putting it on.
Nation might have had fun. I don't know.
Nation should have been out here racing. The in-race reporter.
Nation does
Yeah.
crack. He's on crack again, Troy.
You'd think if I did crack, I'd be on that
We're
track.
trying to help him get off of it, but you know how it is in West Virginia. You know, not a lot of other shit to do, and
Peer pressure sets in. Driving
peer
around all
pressure.
those crackheads.
Driving the crackheads around, that'll lead to it every time. Every
I
time.
definitely drive the crackheads, yeah.
But Troy, you ain't got nothing to hang your head about, man. You had a hell of a race tonight. You were fast. You come home P2. Could have won the damn thing. Just green-white checkers fell. In fact, if the first caution that kicked all the green-white checkers off hadn't fallen, you'd won this thing by about 4 seconds, man.
Yeah, I hated to see that caution. That sucked. Hey, I want to apologize to Bryce Andrus. I don't know if he came down or I came up, but we bumped and he spun.
You know what I
My
seen?
bad, it wasn't on purpose.
It's hard racing, man.
Yeah, he's mad at me, but
Oh,
it
he'll be
wasn't
all right.
intentional. It wasn't intentional. I
He
just
was in
apologize to
Discord
him.
with you, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Didn't
he's
say
down there.
Yeah, he was.
He's down there in Discord, and I was going to get, oh, maybe we'll get the Warden up here, too. The Warden brought it home fourth tonight. But Troy, you got anyone you want to thank, buddy?
Just you guys for putting it on, and everybody that's watching.
I want
Mom and Dad, the Amy's, and all them.
I want to
Say hi
thank
all.
Nation.
You're welcome, Vern.
Your Nation just tore it down tonight, man. I mean, he broadcast this race.
You know he's lying, right?
You go listen to it. Nation broadcast this race.
Yes, like that.
He tore this motherfucker down. Like you ain't never heard it done.
It's awesome.
He called everybody a bunch of fucking whores.
I was on the floor
Sounds about
coloring.
He was on the floor coloring. Tim Hamlet, you were sending it at the end, buddy.
Yes, sir, I was.
Got up to P4 and the 49, and that thing was looking like a hot rod, man. Been interesting to see what another green-white checker might have done for the 49 car.
I had a bad restart. I wish I had a better restart. I'd have been up there with them. It took me that whole lap and a half to get back up. I messed up in the middle of the race. I got to looking at a battle with Hal Amy behind me in the middle of 3 and 4, and I should have been paying attention to my turn. And I came up and smacked the wall. And,
Yeah, I
put
heard.
me behind the curb.
I heard Hal was in quite the battle back there. Might have cost him his right front, according to Nation, but
Oh, that was after the finish line, I think.
after the finish line, something cost him his right front. And there's something I'll hear about after the broadcast, Nation said, not during it.
You probably hear it from Hal, not me.
So dear Nation said, I'll tell you after the broadcast. I said, well, I'll ask.
Just watching the replay. That's a good race. That last restart was good. That whole.
I said, I'll ask Garrett Robinson. He'll tell me. That right, get it.
Yep.
A man of many words.
Who's that? Garrett?
Garrett.
Garrett, are you the man of many words?
I guess so.
Get it is the man of many words, he says. Mr. Get it.
3.
We had a bunch of fucking cars start this race. They were wrecking before they even took the green flag.
It took us forever to figure that out.
Before they even took the green, Hal Amy got punted in the ass end. That was craziness. Then we had issues again with the fucking broadcast, Tim.
Did you really?
Yep, after all this work, we did all that stuff earlier, rebroadcast half that race. It was fine. And as soon as I fire this up, the fucking cars start blinking again, don't they, Nation?
Did you figure it out, though?
Well, actually, what we did is we went old school.
OBS.
I realized that the fucking overlays, if I shut them off, it would quit. And if I turn the overlay, as soon as I load the overlays up, I mean, ATVO could be open, it'd work fine. When I load the overlays, boom, it'd flash again. So what we did is we actually went back to the original overlays.
And it worked.
The original overlays, and we went, you'll hear it in the broadcast. What did we do, Nation? We went what with overlays? Minimalistic.
Shitty.
Shitty. We went shitty with overlays. And sure enough, it worked, and that's it. We got it. We're done. Broadcast is over.
There you go.
That's what Nation said. Who's playing the gangster shit?
Well, don't we have a driver of the race?
Nope. I'm the driver of the race, ain't I, Nation?
Sure.
Nation, give me a bump down the straightaway. I got a great restart, won the fucking race. Just like that.
That's
Well,
just
you
how
could
that
definitely
shit
push in
works.
this car.
But, I mean,
That was a lot of fun.
if it wasn't for the best ever to drive in iRacing, who beat the game before it even started, Nation 0-1. Nation is the winner.
Yay.
Of course.
Boop, boop, ba-doo.
Nation's the true winner here. Yeah, Nation is the true winner, ain't he, Garrett?
Yep.
Garrett will tell you Nation is the best. And Garrett come in and heard the end of that broadcast. Nation was tearing it down, wasn't he, Garrett?
Yep.
You ain't never heard nothing like it. Fucking Ken Squire'd been jealous, wouldn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
Who's he cussing out?
Oh, no. He wasn't cussing no one out. I mean, he just broadcast like it was nobody's business.
Because, it's what I do.
He yelled. It all started with this. He's like, Fuck you, Alan Joy, and he went off.
Well, that seems about right.
Isn't that how it went, Nation?
Yeah, sure.
He's like, fuck you, Alan Joy. I'll show you how to do this, bitch. Watch Alan Joy be tuned in and give us a dislike. What would you
Yeah, it'd be all right.
What would you tell Alan Joy if he give your broadcast a dislike, Nation?
Well, first of all, you fat fuck, it's not my broadcast.
God damn.
I'm just saying.
He said, first of all, you fat fuck, it's not my broadcast.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Well,
We got, since I've been broadcasting this, 2 more people have joined iRacing Classifieds, Nation. We're going to prove it.
Put yourself a plug out there.
Yeah, that if you're watching a broadcast, iRacing Classifieds, WFO iRacing Classifieds, but iRacing Classifieds on Facebook is a group that WFO owns. We did it. We started it. And we started it to keep out a certain builder of PCs. And all in all, I believe everybody's joining because we have a better group. Wouldn't you say, Garrett?
Yep.
Because we don't have that fucking shit face in there, right?
I'd say so.
Notice how I went with shit face there, Nation, not shithead?
well, no, because I'm the fuckface.
Exactly. We didn't
That's
go.
a given.
That's a given.
Damn it.
Man, I'm telling you, though, when you hear Nation at the end of that broadcast, I was like, holy fuck, that sumbitch is good.
You just put your mic down and let him roll, didn't you?
I did. I muted it. I'm like, let that motherfucker go. Listen to him. He's like, Hal Amy just jumped over top of another car, landed in a top row. Then I heard something like, fuck you, Jeff Gordon.
I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to give Cindy her wrench back, and
I'll have to do it. I'll have to get on. I'll get your wrench. I'll get it, Cindy. I'm sorry. I forgot, but I'll get it. Well, after I heard, fuck you, Jeff Gordon, Nation tore the broadcast down. That's all it took. So the true winner tonight at WFO is Nation 01.
as usual.
Don't
All
you
right,
have
so-
a crowd like soundbite in there?
I need to. Nation, you got one?
That thing's not even on.
Not even on, he said. It's broken. Cindy, I'm
Not
going.
broken. It's just closed.
You don't want you getting banned in another country.
Does it have to end? We're funny as fuck, Nation. I got to find our live stream. I can't end it right now, Michael. We're going to go on a couple more minutes because I got to give somebody her wrench back. And I'm going to have to turn the audio down or we're going to get feedback, and that ain't going to sound too fucking hot.
Feedback is awesome.
We should do feedback every day.
I put that shit next to my bed and I go to sleep with that.
I put feedback on top of my cereal
Fuck yeah.
and eat it for breakfast.
Feedback flakes is the only thing I eat.
That's the best way to go. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it, Cindy. Type something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, type something, Cindy.
Dare you. No balls. You won't do it.
Oh, she ain't got no balls.
I'll make a little plug there, Burn.
Huh?
Sure.
What are you plugging?
Well, I just wanted to say we got 2 more nights of racing, league racing tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and I believe Thursday night we'll be back out and make sure everybody's listening, tunes in on Saturday night for sure. Be running the Cup races at Bristol. Am I correct?
Yep, send it Saturday night. We're going to see these Cup cars go to Bristol. Next Monday, we're not running the Cup cars, though. I'm just going
Might be some surprise people on Saturday. Might be.
Might be.
You mean I bought this motherfucker for one race?
Yeah. No, we got more. We'll do more here, Nation. This is one of my favorite tracks, but all of them my favorite track. Getting back to the Monday thing, I think we're going to switch cars on Monday night because if we're going to run the Cup cars on Saturday night and we're going to follow the NASCAR tracks like the NASCAR drivers are doing, what Tim is getting at is send it Saturday night. We ended up putting a broadcast up today for that. So anyone watching hasn't seen that, go check it out. The broadcast went up earlier today. We only got the second half of the race because of our issues with that broadcast, but we had Greg Biffle and Kyle Busch in that race. In fact, I think people will be surprised to see where Kyle Busch ended up finishing at. Oh, there's a wrench. We got it back, so we won there. But Kyle Busch had a great race, a good finish in it, and it was the real Kyle Busch and the real Greg Biffle. And Hal Lamy actually got wrecked by Greg Biffle.
I can tell you it was the two of them for sure because I spoke to both of them before and after the race, and their voices are exactly what they sound like on TV.
Right on, right on. And there it is. Congratulations, Restream said. You've received over 100 messages today with Restream chat. Well, thank you and fuck you at the same time, Restream.
Yeah, fuck you.
Thank you and fuck you both. Other than that, though, it was a great race Tuesday night. Or not Tuesday night, Saturday night. It was a good race. I possibly burn up a CPU, but who knows, man. Might have burned up the motherboard because it's giving me problems again, or...
You just went and pulled another one out of inventory. Don't lie.
I did. I pulled the CPU. I told Nation I put the CPU that come out of this computer back in it. And the reason that I took this CPU out is because it overheated multiple times before. To the extent that the computer shut all the way off. And anytime you overheat them like that, it degrades the hell out of the CPUs, and that might be the problem with the stream tonight. When it just gets up in the higher usage parts, it shuts it down. You know what I mean? So that may or may not be the problem. The problem could just be Nation. I
think it's probably Nation.
Of course it's me.
But, hell, we've had more people gain the live stream, get on it now than we did when we were streaming the fucking race, Nation.
Well, maybe that's what we should do. Not stream the race. Just sit here and
do a whole podcast.
Yell at people.
We'll do a podcast, man. Just yell at people. Hell, we can back it up a little bit. Go back and watch the end of the race here or something. Show people the finish again. What the hell? Oh, there's Leo Lortz if you want to see his finish. But there's the battle up front right there all over again. Troy Cook going for it on the outside. Down that back straightaway. Just not going to be a good enough run there. I believe that 6 was a little closer to you, Troy. You could have probably got a better run out there. But now they're coming out of turn 4 all over again. Troy's going to take a look to the bottom, but he's just going to run out of real estate. And the 48 car, Michael Cato, or McKill Cato, whatever. I don't even want to fucking try to pronounce it.
Say it's Michael.
It's probably Michelle.
Probably is. Obama.
We don't speak French here.
No, we don't. We ain't even going to fucking pretend or try to. That's a true story, Nation.
That is believable testimony.
Believable fucking testimony.
All I know about France is them French fries.
All right, so looking at an article on my phone, it says sim racing is getting so serious a NASCAR driver got parked for intentionally wrecking.
Do you know who it was?
Yes,
Suarez.
I know exactly who it was. It was the Spaniard, Mr. Daniel Suarez.
Swerving Suarez.
Yep. What's funnier about it is that he didn't even wreck. He didn't even wreck Ty Dillon.
He tried to.
He epically failed. So that's not really a wreck. I mean, it's an epic fail. Destroyed his own race car.
I believe he blamed it on his dog.
I don't know, but he got parked. You know which admin parked him, Garrett?
No.
Oh, come on. Your buddy did it. Garrett, your best friend. That's right. Garrett's best friend is Buddy.
All I know is they're lucky they don't have the warden in there.
Man, if they had the warden, they would have got their asses busted long before that intentional wrecking shit happened, wouldn't they, Troy?
I had to clean the fuck out of that house.
Yep.
Those drivers would have had a brand new respect for fucking sim racing if they got the warden in there.
Yep.
A brand new respect for it. And can you imagine me and the warden in there?
Oh no.
We'd probably banned half of them.
Do that. We might need to do that Saturday night.
I don't know if there'll be any
pace
pros
car
left
going
when we
around.
got done, Tim. We'd probably park every fucking one of them.
They'd all be banned.
Yeah, we'd ban every one of them. Fuck it. I
Well,
don't know.
they were pretty. Everybody's pretty much on their good behavior Saturday night.
We had 2 in here Saturday
a
night.
couple.
I tell you what, though, Kyle Busch goes for it, man.
Yes, he did. I'll tell you, he had some nice words, some choice words to say about that 11 car.
Did he say any cuss words? That's what I want to know.
Yes, he did.
F
He made
word
a
or what?
statement. Yeah, he made a statement such as, one of these times I'm going to stick my fucking nose in there.
That's what I said to her.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then she shit on it.
Oh, God.
I believe it would be a different context there, Nation. But
Ooh, big
Yeah, probably.
What do you think of that, Garrett?
I don't know.
it's quite a shocker there, Nation.
The stuff that goes
saying.
on in this Discord, but the worst part is it's in this Discord on a live stream on YouTube.
Can you get banned from Discord?
I don't think so. I've seen some people do some pretty stupid shit in Discord not get banned, so not by
we're good.
Discord itself. It's up to the channel owner to ban you. And
I bet you if you're doing some live streaming on some hate speech and things like that, they probably would.
yeah, that you might even get arrested for that, Tim.
You
Well, what the fuck you guys hating on me all the time?
That's not hating on you, man.
What kind of shit is that?
Garrett,
Be something like enticing a riot or something along those lines.
Garrett, take care, Nation. He's going snowflake again.
What's he say?
He said that we're
That
always.
motherfucker ain't even listening.
He said we're committing a hate crime against them.
I did give everybody a nice warning Saturday night about treating those guys with respect and not harassing them, and that they would be dealt with accordingly if they did so. So, I mean, everybody really was good out there. There was people just
What
making
about-
driving mistakes. But
What
there
about
was
those
no,
guys harassing other people? Fuck
Yeah,
those guys, man.
that's a good
Well,
point, Nation
To
Scott.
be perfectly honest, Greg Biffle was very honest about himself. He said he's in big trouble next for the race. He was right. He did the same thing pretty much on Sunday he did to Hal on Saturday night. So I will give him props for that. Really, Kyle Busch, you watch him on TV, you watch him race, you kind of know how he's going to be. I mean, there's no surprise there.
Yeah, he was no different in the sim than he is in real life. I mean, he makes gutsy fucking moves, and sometimes that'll work out. Well, he got lucky that he did it with a league and a group of guys that would give him room. You know what I mean? Because they didn't want to get taken out there. And it worked out for him. I mean, if it'd just been a regular pickup race, or if you do that, on Sunday where them guys don't know the etiquette, there's probably going to be a fucking wreck. There ain't probably. I mean, there is going to be a wreck from it. Where here, the guys give him room, and it worked out for him. And he
Can't
was.
say it's going to be the same way on this Saturday with Bristol. But
Well-
I'm hoping for the best.
You're right. I mean, we're going to Bristol, and we know that things can go to hell in a handbasket there. We know this, but it's a risk we're willing to take because I think it was fun having those guys in. And I'm telling you, our broadcast was about ready to hit fucking numbers nobody's ever seen before. We were up at what, like 25 when we got disconnected, Nation?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, we were cruising to hit some really high fucking numbers on that broadcast. And we crashed it, so shit happens.
Yeah, I had all my family. I hit them all sent them all the link, and they were like, "Oh, it's blinking." I'm like, yeah, I don't know, something's going on.
Man, I wish I'd known to pull back the trigger and fucking try those old overlays on Saturday night. Because I bet if I had, we would have still been going. You know what, Nation?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean, hindsight's always
Should-
2020.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but we didn't do it because I'm a fucking idiot, and it says it in the top left-hand corner of our streams most of the time. Village idiots.
Hmm.
In fact, I think my name comes up first in that fucking box in black and white letters,
It does.
right? And you're second.
Well, you know, like I told those guys after the race, I really appreciated them coming out, and they were real with us after the race. They were talking. There was a couple of guys asking questions about cars, how it feels, different than that. And then, Kyle Busch was, entertaining. He was talking with us like just like one normal guy. So I mean, I very much appreciated them guys coming out. It was quite an experience.
Well, that's good, and I don't think they could have come into a group of people better, and I mean actually to learn from in iRacing, and having the warden over the race helps a lot, don't it, Troy?
Yes, it does.
I mean, just a warden in there alone. Most people, once Tim spoke one time, let me tell you guys something. When Bob Ross gets on your ass, you know
You're
that
fucked.
you know your ass has been chewed at that point, right?
I've been on the receiving end of that before.
But does it feel worse that he sounds like Bob Ross? Does that feel worse?
Well, yeah, it's like you're fucking terrified of Bob Ross now.
I don't usually yell, so
No, that's the thing about it, man. That's what I'm talking about. Who was it that come and told me one night? He's like, man, I feel Tim has a way of chewing you out, and making you feel bad.
Oh yeah.
And I said, what do you mean? He said, I feel like I was chewed out by Bob Ross.
Look, yeah. And then, I grew up, my mom used to watch Bob Ross all the time. Now I'm terrified of his voice.
Terrified.
I mean, that used to put me to sleep at night. Now it's like, fuck. Like watching a horror movie.
You have nightmares
that's-
about Bob Ross now?
that's the one thing about our league that I do, and I'm very, very conscious of it. Is I try to be fair with everybody. I read the rules. Everybody knows what they are. I'll explain them, and I'll give somebody, I'll tell them what it is, and I'll give them a chance to not get kicked or do what they're not supposed to do. And I don't yell at them, but as soon as they cross the line, it is what it is at that point. And unfortunately, I've had to do it before in the past.
Tim is the nicest guy you'd ever meet until you don't do what you're supposed to.
I think my kids would say it's the same thing.
He busted my ass, and was it? It was what we race after Daytona? What was the week after Daytona? I don't know. I got in trouble. He busted my ass.
I got you at Daytona.
Was it Daytona you got me? Yeah, it made me mad, and I come back and won.
Yep.
That's what you do when you make me mad.
Hey, but then I calmed you down, and you won last week.
Yeah, I won the Road to Pro race after you calmed me down. So I guess it works both ways, Tim. Nation, there's Hal Amy.
There's Hal Amy.
Just at one point, it doesn't. I don't. Just to clarify, I don't go both ways. What he's saying is the thing goes both ways.
Right. No, I don't either. I mean, one of the important things that we try to do is make sure that the calls are fair. And when I say that, because we live admin the races, the calls ain't always fair. Well, they are fair, but they might not always be correct. We do make mistakes from time to time because we're human. But at least you know that you had guys making a fair assessment of it. I'm not going to pick a guy who's at fault over another guy because he's my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's definitely some subjectiveness to it. And it's really what the replay shows and how we look at it. We're not in the car. We don't know that you've been battling with a guy for 3 laps. Maybe he chopped your nose 3 laps before that. And unfortunately, we don't always know those things. And, we go back and look at a replay, and all we see is that you tapped his bumper going
Right.
into turn 3.
Yeah, that is right. And that's why, if you got time, and that's the thing, you don't always have time. These wrecks happen so fast. And early in the race, the cautions happen so fast that If you haven't had control, the admin controls where you're looking at that and you're trying to justify who's at fault, that takes time. You got to find the wreck, then you got to go back and assess the fault in the wreck and all that stuff. And it really does take time, and a lot of times the drivers don't understand what it's like to admin outside the car in the booth like that. So it's not instantaneous, but the thing with the driver, as a driver's standpoint, it is instantaneous. You almost know what happened, or at least you think you know what happened in your head. It might not be the way that the admins and everyone else sees it, but you have something in your head that you think happened. And sometimes the admin booth doesn't agree with what the driver thinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and a lot of drivers here will hear us call no penalties on stuff. We'll call it net code. People don't understand what net code is. It's basically the computer's not different. Computers not synchronizing
Syncing.
together. Yeah. So when we see it, though it probably would have ended in some sort of contact had not there been netcode, the fact that it actually basically turns the car without any contact, I can't honestly say that was a fault of anybody else. And we get a lot of those netcode ones where, yeah, I mean, you know what, it probably would have caused a wreck had that netcode not happened, but it did happen, so we have to make the call the way we see it. That is, it's a netcode incident. It's nothing we can do.
Well, I'll tell you, if Fox keeps broadcasting these things, people are going to learn what netcode is.
I saw a couple on Sunday.
Man, there was a couple bad ones on Sunday, actually.
I saw Kyle Busch, get spun around when he went into turn one, and then all of a sudden
He clipped the car on the outside.
Well,
and
what
they were
happened
like
was-
16 car lengths away.
Yeah, and I think he just went like another 50 miles an hour faster in a
Right.
tornado spin. I was like, well, he didn't touch him.
There wasn't even nobody close to him. That was the thing. That they had a really crappy server, in my opinion, but it happens, man.
And I actually thought that the Ryan Blaney incident might have been netcode with him when
That looked
did
like
look like he had
netcode
touched
too. You're right. That one, the Blaney one, is the other one that looked like netcode to me.
maybe Kyle needs to look at his internet. I don't know.
Every time I seen Garrett Robinson get wrecked, it looked like netcode, didn't it, Garrett?
Yep.
And Nation, man, there ain't no such thing as netcode with Nation. He's such a good driver, you can't even get close enough for netcode to affect him.
Shit, I've already won before the green.
He
drops.
won before. He beat this game before it even fucking come out.
How about a long-time iRacer taking out all those Cup regulars there on Sunday?
Timmy Hill? No.
Yeah.
Who'd Timmy Hill wreck?
No, taking them out. I mean, winning.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, he kind of bumped Byron in the forbidden air zone, in my opinion. You don't bump them center off. I don't drive nobody that way, usually. You catch them going into the corner, then usually they can hold on to it, but you bump them center off, and it's hard to hold on to that car. But
And I can tell you for sure at that track, you are full send from out of turn 2 all the way to come back in the route into turn 1. So he was full send at that point. There's not a whole lot you can do. As far as Byron, you can't really save.
well, Hal, we got you in the booth, buddy. You got anything you want to say to your fans out there?
Another man of many words.
Yep. Hal, Amy, you got a copy.
What's up?
You got anything you want to say to your fans, feller?
Thanks for coming out.
And don't come back again. Oh, I mean, come back tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. I was
Nation,
hoping for a caution. That didn't happen.
Nation is going to lead the broadcast tomorrow night, Hal.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck you.
He is, because I had blinking problems again, so we're going to set all the overlays up on Nation. He's going to run the whole broadcast.
No, that's
Okay.
Matt tomorrow.
I'm just going to
He's-
broadcast it from Twitch.
Nation's gonna have the longest shower from about
Oh yeah.
8
Gonna be a while.
8:30.
Nation, you won't run the broadcast tomorrow because me and you don't even broadcast tomorrow.
That's what I just said. That's on Matt.
Oh, yeah. But what about Wednesday? Wednesday, you're going to run it.
Shower time.
Well, start the broadcast after you get out of the shower then.
Well, wait. It's Wednesday. Is there rain forecasted in West Virginia?
About
He'll
a
be, he'll be making his
There's
beats.
93%
fucking
chance.
snow. Fucking.
You'll know if he's taking. You'll know
forecast.
if he's taking a shower if the forecast has rain.
We're sorry, but the WFO broadcast has been snowed out tonight.
Really, that's what it said on my phone. They're predicting snow for Wednesday.
They're predicting a case of fucking COVID.
That'd be a cold shower.
Well, Nation, do you have any crack whores that you got to haul around tomorrow?
Nope.
So you're off again.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna tell them I'm going on unemployment. Fuck this.
Well, we're live streaming it, so you don't have to talk about that now anyway.
Who gives a fuck? None of those people watch this.
Yeah, that's true. We're about ready to bust the live stream down anyhow. My computer needs a break. And I need a smoke and a glass of country time lemonade. And I didn't even race.
You could get yourself a vape for just racing.
No, nice parts, it keeps me from smoking at the computer. And I go outside when I have to, and it keeps me smoking less, really.
Shit, if you moved to the Northeast or Montana or whatever, you wouldn't want to go outside.
I'd have a
That's
heated
why
porch.
I have a heated porch.
You're fucking right. I'd have a heated porch. Already thinking about putting an air conditioner on mine, Hal.
Right.
The summertime, it gets hot at this motherfucker. Sticky, muggy hot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's what happens when you live on the surface of the sun.
Hottest place on earth, Florida.
Actually, we have a couple cruise ships coming through the Panama Canal that are requesting a dock in Florida for their sick people.
Maybe the
Fuck
sun will
you.
burn it off.
Sure, about 15 miles offshore.
Florida's governor's like, fuck you, you ain't bringing them ships here.
See flaming arrows coming from the shores of Florida.
Fort Lauderdale. They want a port in Fort Lauderdale. They'll be fucking more than flaming arrows coming out of that fucking coastline. They might see some fucking rockets.
If they're dumb enough to get on a cruise ship in this time, you're
Yeah,
dumb
that's
enough.
just
Well,
stupid.
here's the
That's
thing. Quarantine them about 20 miles off out in the ocean. Make sure the cruise ship's got food
Why
and water.
would you even go?
You know what I
That's
mean?
just stupid.
Keep them on the cruise ship, quarantined about 20 miles out. Make sure the cruise ship's got food and water. Period. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I did that out in California for a while.
Yep, that's how you do it. I mean, don't let them come into port. Keep them out there. Let it run its course. However many people die. You know what I mean?
You got on a cruise ship, so
That's right. You made your bed. You fucking sleep in it. Period.
I didn't get on a cruise ship, so why do I got to get sick?
I'm not on one right now.
Exactly.
Why would you go anyway? That's just retarded.
Well, here's the thing. All those people that got on that cruise ship said, I don't care if I get the fucking coronavirus. And now they're all out there with the coronavirus screaming and crying like little baby back bitches like they are. That's
because
the
they're
truth.
more than likely going to get it.
Yeah,
No
but
doubt.
when they before they got on that cruise and their friends are like, I wouldn't get on a cruise right now. Oh, that's because you're a pussy. Watch me get on that fucking cruise. I don't care about no coronavirus. And then all of a sudden they got it on the ship. And now they're like, can I please come home and get some medical attention? I don't want to be stuck on this ship. Fuck you. I mean,
Shouldn't
it's
have got on a
simple.
goddamn
Right.
cruise ship.
You were a
Guys are
badass a
gonna be
week
safer
ago.
out there.
Exactly. They're fucking stupid. Let them all die.
Damn.
Well, I mean, really,
What if they went on a 30-day cruise?
I don't give a fuck if they were on a
This has been going
60-day
on.
screw. This has been going
This
on
has
for
been
30
going
days.
on for way more than 30 days.
Right.
So that begs the question, with all these social distancing and not being allowed to have gatherings, why are these states allowing people to board ships?
I don't fucking know. I was trying to figure that out myself, Tim. Well,
Don't make a lot of sense.
maybe because they pre-bought all the tickets and they didn't want to fucking shut the cruise industry down and put them out of business too. We're already bankrupted fucking airlines. You know what I mean? We're bankrupting
Wawa's.
bars and restaurants. We're bankrupting fucking lots of different establishments. Here's the real fallout from this. It's not the coronavirus. It's what happens after this virus. That's where the fallout's going to come. There's a lot of people and a lot of small businesses that are not going to have the funds to continue on. They're just not going to be there. Our airline industries are going to be they'll be crippled. You know what I mean?
Now, one of my plans is, because I somehow fall into that situation where I guess I can get one of those checks. Either I'm not going to take it, or I'm going to take it and cash it and just go give the money to a local business. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet.
You know, we pick a different local family-owned small restaurant to patronize every weekend. And we do that, and if everybody did it, it would be enough to keep them going. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But bars here are completely closed. They can't sell nothing.
Delaware, you can actually get takeout drinks now.
From the bar?
Yep, the restaurant and bar. If it's a restaurant and bar, you're getting takeout food, and you want a margarita, they will make a margarita, and they put it in a plastic cup, and you could take it to go.
Here's the question, though. I mean, who goes to the bar to get takeout?
Well, I mean, there's a pretty popular taco place down here
I do.
that makes good margaritas. So people will go and get tacos
Yeah, but
and
don't most
margaritas.
people go to the bar to go to the bar?
Nah, it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant bar.
Well, see, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a bar. Because, see, here, if a restaurant bar does more than 50% food sales, then they can stay open and do food. And they can
Right.
sell their liquor as packaged liquor.
Well, that's the ones that I see surviving are these bars that have liquor stores attached to them.
Right.
Why you should have money for an emergency fund.
Well,
That's
you
very
should,
true.
but
To some extent.
to
But I
some
don't know.
extent. I mean, we don't know. Here's the thing. We don't know when this fucking shit's going to end.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be what I'm hoping for, and just from what I do. I mean, I look at this shit pretty much every day. I'm looking to see probably the heat and the UV rays from the sun. Florida will probably be a little bit sooner, because this stuff doesn't survive with ultraviolet rays.
Right. It'll kill it.
But there will be, come the fall time, they're saying there will be a kind of like a second round. I'm hoping by that time there'll be something more in place as far
Virus
as
Antibiotic or something.
well, not antibiotic, but more of a vaccine from it or
Vaccine.
Well,
inoculation.
here's the thing. We know this as people. We don't know, though, when we're going to hit the peak of this or when it's going to drop out completely. I mean, we don't have those figures, but we watched a order go in for distancing. Let's just use the self-distancing as an example. That was 2 weeks originally. Now extended to the end of April. You know what I mean? So
Because they think it's going to peak around Easter.
I heard early June before it peaked. But
They're hoping by the 1st it'll be down way out.
if we get to, late April, are they going to extend it again till the end of May?
I don't know what they're going to do.
And then we go again, and then it's, the cases are still jumping up. They're going to go the end of June then? Where's the end inside at? One of the things disheartening is watching I seen a Facebook feed of a radio station in New York. And this DJ went out because you know how New York, according to the media and the Democrats, the hospitals are a war zone. They're backed up, all the sick people, right?
Saw that.
That fucking DJ from that radio station went to the hospital in Brooklyn and went to what, 2 or 3 other ones, Tim?
Yep.
There wasn't a soul in the testing line for the COVID-19. Not a soul. Not one person, right? And the hospital was less busy than it normally was. Now you tell me, why in the fuck the Democrats and the media are selling it like it's a fucking war zone when it isn't even as bad as a regular sick season?
Now, I'm going to attest to this, that I think a lot of this, the amounts of people that have gotten sick over the last week has a lot to do with people that were in restricted areas, went to states that had restrictions, but they were less restrictive where they were coming from. And I don't pretend to be some sort of infectious disease specialist or anything, but you really think about it, one person goes to a group of 10 people and infects 2 people, and they go to another place and they infect 2. You talk about the amounts of people that can get sick off of one person making a dumb decision going somewhere they shouldn't have
20
gone.
turns into 100, 100 turns
Right.
into 500.
Yeah, it
Because they
just
did
keeps
that.
exploding.
My state did that this past week. They they put all these more restrictions on because we had a bunch of people coming from further northeast
Right.
where they shouldn't have been coming from, and they were crowding all of our beaches. It was like a summer beach day 2
Wh-
weekends ago.
We have 3 major interstates that roll into Florida, and 2 of the 3 major interstates have checkpoints now. And if you're from certain states, you have to self-quarantine or you're going to spend 60 days in the fucking county jail. I
They'll
mean,
quarantine for you.
they'll quarantine your ass for you. If you don't want to self-quarantine for 2 weeks, you're going to jail. You know what I
So what
mean?
do they do? They make you go, like, do they follow you to a hotel and say, stay here?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know the details on how they do it. I just know what they're doing. I know that I-10 coming into Florida and I-95 coming into Florida have checkpoints. I-75 does not have a checkpoint.
Well, that's the other thing they did here is that was yesterday that they put it in place that if you're coming from out of state, other than somebody who's coming here to work, like because we're a small state, so a lot of people live in Maryland or Pennsylvania,
Right.
across the state line to come in and work. If you're coming to this state, you have a mandatory 14 days. So in other words, they're not going to go knocking door to door, but if let's say the police go to somebody's house for a domestic and they see a New York ID and they say, hey, when'd you get here? Well, I got here 4 days ago. Oh, okay. Well, why aren't you quarantined? Or, so you can get in trouble that way. But yeah, people shouldn't be coming.
I get that. If anyone that, is watching is infected or knows someone infected or happens to get infected between now and next time we talk to you, we do wish you the best, and you'll be in our thoughts and prayers for sure. I mean, it's definitely nothing that we don't really want to see anyone go through.
No.
So we're not saying that it's not a threat to anybody, because it obviously is, especially at the rate that it's going at. And if you're over 65 years old, please make sure you do practice self-distancing. Please. I mean, when you get up in age, those are the really high death rate numbers. So we want to take care of the elderly and make sure they're self-distancing and just keeping themselves safe and their family in these times right here. And hopefully it gets better sooner than it don't,
Yeah, and if you guys are out there, you see all the stuff about antibacterial, stuff you put on your hands. Most of it contains alcohol, which will kill this thing, but the biggest thing is just washing your hands and using real soap. Doesn't matter if it says alcohol, antibacterial or not, if it's Dove, if it's anything that you would use to wash your body with, it will break down this particular. It's not even a virus. It's really, not virus in the thing where it's not like bacteria. It's called a lipid, basically. So it's covered in fat, and breaking it down with soap will get rid of it. So just practice some good hand washing, and there's plenty of tips out there if you look online about things you could use to keep your hands sanitary.
Right on, right on. And with that, man, I'm gonna have to call the broadcast. I'm tired.
Yeah, I bored everybody.
Make sure that you, if you see Nation out, which is a rare spotting, it's kind of like spotting Bigfoot, to be honest with you.
It's a damn Sam Squinch.
But if you see him out, stay away from him. He is known to be, not that he's sick and infected, but he's known to be a carrier of lots of different viruses, isn't he, Hal?
Yeah, pain in the ass one's big.
I
Most
carry
of
him
them
a lot in that van.
So Nation's the carrier. He's known to be
most
the
of them he
carrier.
got from Big Becky.
And with that, I'm going to tell everybody to have a great night. Come back for the Twisted Tuesday K&N Pro Series tomorrow night, and the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series, and then our Thunder Thursday or Thursday Thunder. What is it, Nation?
Thursday.
I
Thunder?
can't remember what it was.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thursday Thunder.
Okay, Thursday Thunder Xfinity cars. Have a good night.
Goodbye.